Hello, everyone. Sam here from creativetradingsystems.com, making this small video about EUR-AUD and pound-AUD. And basically, I'm trying to show here that how you trade a news, which is not a number news, means like, 79.8 or, before was this and expected is like 50 and then came out better than expected, maybe 51, 52, right? Instead, somebody like a finance minister of a country or somebody has an authority figure like Lagarde or Abe or Kuruda, from Japan. They come out on the wire and they talk about the economy or about the interest rate, whether they're going to raise it or not. So it is very hard to understand for a common person, which is not an economist, right? And I'm not, so I have a hard time understanding it. If it's a hawkish or a bullish talk, right? If it's hawkish, then economists read it as good for currency and the currency, and they'll trade accordingly. And if the talk is dovish, it's bad for economy, then bad for currency. But it is hard to understand for us, the normal person, right? So what I do is that I have an approach. So let me show you first, step by step, that, for example, I knew that there is a news coming out, which is, let me show you if it's on right here, this one, yesterday, Thursday. Actually, it was Wednesday, right? See this 10 p.m. Eastern time. RBA governor Louis he spoke here, right? In the market. It came and then on the wire, and then it start talking about whatever. I don't know what he talk about, but either it's going to be bullish or it's like a hawkish or dovish, right? Hawkish means bullish and dovish means bearish, right? Bad talk. Hawkish is good for economy. Okay, so but how do I measure that if I don't understand what he is talking about? So what I do is I watch the index, individual currency index, Aussie index, where I have this. For example, this is the weekly chart I already have made on the 15th, and I was expecting that this thing is going to bounce from here and go up, and it's going to get a strong, and it did. This is the current chart, by the way. Let me show you if the old chart I have here. This was, see, on the 15th. So I was expecting an up move means Aussie is going to get a strong. So when the news came out, what I did is I have a smaller time frame chart, which is this. Sorry, no, not this one. This, right? So this is Aussie index chart. And it was doing this. And then here, somewhere here, the news came out and then it started to go up. That means Aussie dollar start to get strong. If Aussie gonna get strong, then we already know and understand that there are several pairs that will react. For example, Euro-Aussie and Pound-Aussie, they will go down with the Aussie strength. And Aussie USD and Aussie Yen will go up, right? Let me check if I'm recording. Yeah, okay. So, whoops. Okay, so that's what happened, right? So I start watching the Euro-Aussie and Pound-Aussie for when it was going up. And since they were all the way to the upside, for example, the weekly chart for Euro-Aussie was this, and I was expecting that it's going to drop. And then I need that Aussie strength or Euro weakness for it to drop. So that's what I got, I guess, on Aussie, the government talk, that the governor is talking about the Aussie dollar or the economy, whatever. And see this GA, I had the chart made like this, that it's going to drop. So we were all the way on the top, dropping, right? So we were kind of like a bullish territory and then dropping. So when I saw this happening here, it is going to the upside, then when a pair turning from bullish to bearish or from bearish to bullish, in my system, they first give me a small time frame entry, and then they go up or down a little bit, travel a little distance, and then they give me a little bigger time frame entry. For example, I have the small time frame is 7 minutes, and the bigger is like 20 minutes, right? So I start watching those on 7 minutes yesterday, and this is what I got. From there, I got this. It was coming down here after the news. This is what happened slowly, and it happens after several hours. not right after the news, right? So when somebody comes and talk, just relax, sit back and relax, and give it a time for people to understand what the heck was said, and they analyze the whole talk, and then is it bullish or bearish or hawkish or dovish, and then the market catches up the direction. And slowly I saw that it came down and then gave me a beautiful short setup, and I took it, and this one took me for 60 pip. Now, once that happened, then it will retrace back a little bit, right? And then what happened is that we need to cash out that quickly around 50, 60 pip, and then it will retrace back to a little bit more. It will retrace on the 20-minute chart and makes a 20-minute chart setup. So now that is what's happening right now, and I'm watching, and I'm going to take those trades. So let me show you what's happening after this, then start to retrace. So this move started from here, so all the way here, and then now it's going back somewhere here to make a 20-minute short setup. Let me show it to you here. Okay, now see this one. So this move on pound Aussie, it started from here. This was my short entry that I just showed you, and it came down all the way to this level, and now bouncing, and then it went up and touching in this area. Is perfect by the book entry is going to be, right? It is already there. We need a reversal candle and a trigger candle, and that's it. So we're gonna open the trade, but it is not the right time. It's 4:43 p.m. Eastern time, which is the worst time in the year, the day actually. So when the Asian session will start, this might move. Why? Because Aussie is an Asian currency, right? An Asian session, Aussie and yen move. Newsy as well. These three Asian currencies that I watch and my group watch, right? So now the same thing is happening in Euro Aussie. Well, here I just showed you that this pound Aussie, and the same thing Euro Aussie did. You see that? It started to drop because of the strength in Euro and Aussie dollar, and then the short entry all the way down to 50 pip, and then when it started retracing, I says bye-bye and close the trades. So now retracing more into a 20-minute setup. So this one is pound Aussie, and look, this one is Euro Aussie, doing the same thing because of Aussie strength. And you don't have to hurry up or anything. It's just, when the news comes out, watch it, what's happening, watch the index. It will move slowly in the direction and catches up the direction, and then start giving you the entries. First, you get the 7-minute. If you don't get the 7-minute, don't worry, wait for the 20-minute, which will come in this fashion. So this is a 20-minute short setup, beautiful setup by the book, and this is also a pound Aussie 20-minute short setup building, right? 3 of the 4 conditions are already done. Only last conditions we need. And in the Asian session, when it happens, I will open up. So the idea was that I wanted to show that a lot of people, that as soon as the news comes out, they try to get in. That's a very dangerous thing to do. There's a lot of people out there that buy, sell. They don't understand the news, and they just see the price going up, buy. Boom, the price comes down. What happened to gold yesterday? My son got burned a little bit. He was making faces. Says, what happened? I says, man, this news. I said, I told you, don't get involved in that news time, and stay back and then relax and watch, and then let the price settle down first and then get in. So yeah, it's not a big loss, but it's a little bit. So you know how it is, right? Bad feeling, right? So I said, okay, no problem. You catch it, he's gonna get it back again, no big deal. So he caught that pound CAD the other day. Let me just show you, because I think it is here. And right after that, I guess, yes, you see, that's how his charts look like. He got different eyes, so he made the chart look like this. And he's only working with 7-minute charts, not 20. So he got this entry here, and then he shrink the chart because it was a big move here, right? So it wasn't coming in the chart. So he shrink it, and now he's only 17 years old. He's into his 18 right now. So he's doing this, he's taking 7-minute entries, good entries, and holding on. So he's learning very good. And this is Aussie yen because of the Aussie strength. My entry was yesterday, and then actually 2 days, but the market is very, very slow. So I said, what the hell with it? I'm sitting on a break even and let it go, see what happened. And then it went up, and now it's dropping. So now Aussie is getting it strong. So I said, get out, run. right? So 55 pip I took and then closed the trade. So this is how the news. Now, the number news are different story. Now, number news sometimes when that comes out, and then if they are way off the expected number, for example, the expected number is 20, and then the news comes out like 50, right? Better than expected, and all of a sudden you will see big moves happening in that. That is very dangerous to get involved in that time. You know, you can try, but you can get lucky sometimes, and you can get very unlucky, right? So a lot of people loses their account doing such thing. So I just refrain from that, and I just, when the news comes out, the number news, I walk away, and then I do some other things, watch TV, whatever, talk to my kids, right? And then later on comes out, but you don't give too much time for that news. That news maybe like 30-minute, 40-minute. You want to come back and see if it catches in the direction, right? Because the news is very clear, right? The number, from 20 to even 30. The big difference, okay, boom. Everything is going to be going up, right? All those pairs in that currency, right? If Euro news comes out better than expected, Euro index, you see the Euro index is moving. I have these index charts here, by the way, like, for example, pound index, this is a small chart, and this is what it's doing right now. So it's telling me that, yeah, it is coming down slowly, but it is completely ranging, right? So don't want to mess around with that. Yen index, you can see that this is high, and we are sitting here. Since yesterday we went up, I was expecting it, and I took a lot of yen long trades. But now maybe it's time to drop. If it's gonna drop, then what will happen? All yen pair will be going down. So you need to be very careful, right? For the long side, if this thing starts to drop, the pair will become bearish. So you can't even find a long entry in my system. It will be all bearish. That's exactly what happened here. So see, this one went up, become bullish, and here they become bearish, right? You can't go long here. This is my system is, the yellow is below the black, you can only go short. That's it. And if this is all the way high and yellow is below the black, no long whatsoever, only short, right? So these two are cooking right now. The time is bad. And this is the very low volume time. Excuse me. The session is going to start in a few minutes, and after that, if I find a reversal candle and a couple of red candles, I'm going to open these trades, and I'm going to show these Euro-Aussie and Pound-Aussie short trades tomorrow to you guys, and I'll show you how I hold it. Now, the final part of my video is that how, if I open the trade, how far I'm willing to go, 30 pip, 20 pip, 40 pip, how I'm going to close the trade. Let me show it to you how I did and how I do. Actually, forget about the how I did, but I'm going to show you how I do it. See this indicator here, it is showing the daily range. Means one pair, how much it moves from top to bottom in one day. For example, right now it is the day is still going on. So this is the lowest point, and see this white dotted line? This is the daily open line. So the highest of that line and the lowest of that line is the points, the high to low. So we're going to measure that. So you see this from the high to the low, how much it traveled? 139. That's what you see. Current day range, 139. This is the range. The high of the day or the low, and the low of the day. In between that, how many pips? Now, notice that 60-day average daily range of this pair is 132. And it did so far today, current day range 139, and it is about to over at 5 o'clock. So that means very close, right? The daily range. That's what happens. This is the target that you want to set, right? Similarly, for example, let's see on a pound Aussie, the daily average 60-day range is 142, and so far current is 147 from top to bottom. This is where the day started. So the highest is this, the lowest is this at 84.11 and 147. So very close. Now, if I know that, for example, that this will go around 140. Now, right now it's making a setup. If the day started here and I get my entry here, that would be the high of the day if we don't go up, right? So that means that I'm in for 140 pip trade right from the gate. So I'm going to start from the gate and then boom, go down all the way. And I will not close my trade until I go there. Or maybe I'll look 100, 110, 120 if I see any SNL level. then I'll get out. For example, let's say if I open a trade here, if I get my entry here, so 140 pip I need, right? 140, 145. So this is exactly, it's like 150 pip. 82.91. That would be my target. That would be my target. And I'm telling you right now that this is going to be my target. Maybe this one and this one, it depend on the move, how fast and furious the move is. Maybe it stops at, S3 here, right? So, but at least, 60, 70, 80 pip trade is not a problem. Now, EUR-AUD, similarly, for example, 130. All right, so today we did 139, means 140. So let's say 140 pip I need. High to low. So now if the day open here and then I get my entry somewhere here, let's say, right? So from there, where's the 140 from the top to bottom? First of all, like 140, right? So right here. So there is a level just below that, probably here, 60.33, or maybe somewhere here. So it's gonna stop here somewhere. So let's say right around here, I'm going to look for the level that maybe there is a level here. But let's say if, and by the way, this daily pivot, don't look at this S3 as current S3, the new day open at 5 or 6 o'clock, and then the pivot will change. All right. So that would be new. So maybe here somewhere I'm going to have like S3 or something. So let's say for now, from there on to 140, how far? It's 140 pip, the daily range, right? So somewhere here, right? So I'm still looking, like I said, if I get in here very early in the day, then I have a shot at 130, 135 pip trade, which, like I said, that even after like maybe 100, feel like going out there somewhere or sleepy or tired, whatever, so, what the hell with it, 100 pip is enough, close the trade, fine, thank you. From 100 pip from this pair, 100 pip from this pair, what else do you need in one day, right? So this is how the news, to take care of the news, to watch the news and have the weekly charts and all this setup. And this is how, now, I have this, see this alarm? This is not the alarm. This is actually opened the trade for me. It opens the trade and it plays a 25 pip SL. And when the pair moves 25 pip in my favor, the SL comes and sit on a break even. After that, a free trade. Now, why do I have this to myself and not giving it to anyone? Because it opens the wrong trades. If you leave it alone and it's always on, then you might have some wrong trades open. I build it so I know what is the flaw in that, and I can handle it manually very easily, right? Once I see the setup, let's see some other pairs, for example, this one, you don't see it here right now because this is all completely messed up. If I leave that thing here, it will be just opening buy, sell, it's going to be mess me up with this indicator, but they are not aligned. The lines are not aligned right now, right? So I don't want that. Once something like a line like this, and I see that, that's what's something cooking, and it's probably going to take a short, I put this on. Why I have this? Because I am a teacher. I'm teaching, do the webinars, a one-on-one, and teaching people a 1 hour session. And in 1 hour, a lot of things can happen in different pairs, right? The setup is built and played out or whatever. I cannot be watching everything. I have to answer the emails and so many things, right? Maintain my website and all of that. And I'm watching 20, 25 pairs. Then it's, it's different stocks, indices, gold, oil. That's a lot of things, and the weekly charts and 40-minute and 80-minute. So I have this, that wherever I find, I'm searching, I'm scanning all of these things, and wherever I see that, it's a good setup, okay, put this thing on and then move. And while I'm doing something else, the trade will open, the price will move in my direction, and the SL will come and sit on break even automatically. If let's say it goes bad, what I lose? 20 pip. But what do I care? I just showed you that I'm expecting 130 here, 140 here, right? So yeah, once in a while, my SL hit. And sometimes what happens is that when I'm searching and I'm scanning, I see the trade is open and it's only 15, 20 pip up, I move my SL a little bit to the upside. So a lot of time my SL hit at break even, right? If the price goes down here, the SL will come and sit on a break even. It goes back, I'm out with no loss, break even, right? So that's how this EA works here. It's the same threshold time frame with minimums. I have a time filter here. I have a threshold filter here. But right now I don't need it. But it's like, but the same thing I have it in form of an alarm that I have given to my subscribers, and I give it to anybody that sign up and subscribe. And why? Because you don't need this. You only need the alarm. Why? As a trader, you can only watching maybe 4 or 5 pairs. That's it, right? So for you, it's not a problem watching and then hear the alarm and come and then take the trade. Me, I'm doing so many things and watching 30 pairs and 7 or 8 indices, index charts, all the currency index, individual currency index, the other indices, NASDAQ, S&P 500, DAX, and all of that, and then gold and oil and all of that. So I'm always busy doing other things, and I cannot be always watching my charts. Now, this one, after I made the video, I'll forget about this thing, or maybe after several hours, I'll come back probably and look at it, that if the trade has opened already, and if it's a profit or not, or a sell hit or whatever. But I don't have to worry about it because the whole thing will happen automatically. All right. So, so some people ask me that, how come you have so many? This is how. Wherever I see the setup is building, I put this and move on, do another thing. So I'm watching 30 pairs and maybe like 10 of them giving me the setups. I open that. Out of 10, maybe 3 will hit the SL, but the 7 will go in my way. Some 70, some 80, some 100, and I'll close them later on. This is the game that I'm playing here. Right? And that's why some people ask me that why you don't put every single trade that you take the entry on my Telegram, for example, this Telegram, right? This is why, because I put this thing here, it opens the trade, I don't even know, right? But I give you the alarm that is doing the same exact thing that you can see yourself on your computer. If you have the pair open, the chart is set up, and the alarm is there, it will beep. Right. And like I said, if you're watching 4 or 5 as a trader, 4 or 5 pairs, 100 people a day, what else we need? Right. But me, I have a problem. I have a problem as a teacher that I have to go through the whole course. And, if I'm doing 3 one-on-one, I'm dead already in a day, 1 hour each, talking, and then go back and, check the emails and all of that and answer. Some people understand very quickly. Some people have a very hard time understanding, different mindset. Right. So, yeah. But see this one here, for example, I saw it. I did the calculation like this, and I said, let me just give solid trade to this my subscribers, and I put it here that if GJ stays above 66 and give me the entry, we'll go to 67.41, then 67.98, and it did exactly. This is this line is 6600. See the long entry here. Then this is 67.41, and this is 67.98. So I posted the charts. It's exactly what happened. What I said just happened, and then I closed my trade for how much? 120 pips. That's simple. Okay, so watch out for these two. I'm gonna send out to my subscribers this video as well, and then everybody else. You can see it. You know now that pound Aussie and euro Aussie is about to drop. It may not, but I'm ready for a drop, and this is how I catch most of my trades. Right? Very few trades that I open myself, and which I post on the Telegram because I'm watching them, I'm opening it, and I put it. The rest automatically happening. So I don't even know that if the trade is open, right? But that's how I did it. For years and years, this is what I'm doing. And my son is now coding, and he's coming up with my codes and is helping me, coding these EAs and all of that. And it helps a lot. Everything is automatic, right? So that's the idea. I just wanted to show you guys, and hope you like it and you understand it, especially my subscribers. This is how you use the news and pay attention to the 7-minute chart and 20-minute chart to take that, to have a setup in that direction where the index is going after the red or orange news in a currency index on any currency, right? Yen, for example, if your Tokyo session opens up and yen news, and let's say Kuroda is going to come out and say something, then watch the index. Watch the index for, or like I said, 33-minute or 7-minute. If I watch that on the index here, see, this is how yen index is going. Obviously, all the yen pairs going to go up. So you just look for the long entries and take them and then move on. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. So I put up all the, by the way, so far, look, yes, last week I had 8 trades in yen pair. This week is very, very bad. You all know that, right? But still, I came up with, this is Aussie yen long. This is 1, 2, 70 pip and USD yen. And here, pound yen, 420 pip long. This is the one I'm talking about. Then I put the Telegram, so it was entry here, boom. The news came out, pound news, and it got me here 61.41 first, and then 67.98. I closed just below that. So what the hell with it, right? So this is how you do it. So watch the news and then see the reaction. Relax, sit back and relax. Don't trade. Don't try to trade at the time of the news. It is dangerous, very dangerous, right? And after that, the price will sell down and give you the setup. We trade here with a proper setup. If I don't have the setup, even though it looks like a candy right now, it's, you know, it's like a very, very sweet setup, but I will not open the trade unless I have a reversal candle and a couple of red candles. I'm not going to open the trade anyway. This damn thing here is going to open the trade. So, and this one doesn't have no emotion or anything, right? So it just do what you tell it to do. So it will open exactly with the, you know, the trade by the book. The setup has to be exactly by the book. All right. So remember, EUR-AUD, pound-AUD, we have a short setup. I'm gonna drop in a Asian session, might, or if not, then in London session, whenever the market is very slow. So relax, and then it will take time, right? And trade accordingly. And for the new people who are watching my video and you want to join and you want to go, so go on my website. Here's where's the stupid website here. So this is my website here. You go, you subscribe, and if you need to learn everything from A to Z, become master the way I am teaching here, right? Then you have to sign up with one-on-one. After that, you will be set for life. You know exactly what this market is all about. Not only Forex market, but you will be able to take the trades in stocks, bonds, or, you know, commodities, metal, sugar, soybean, whatever you want to trade, you can trade. Bitcoin and all of that. This system works, but the only thing is that this system works in MT4 platform, right? If you're using any other platform, that don't get involved. MT4. And if you're using any other platform to open the trade, but you can open an MT4 and use this setup, and when the entry is ready, take the live trade in some other wherever your broker is, whatever, you know, if you're using FXCM, for example, right? So yeah, you can keep your live account there, but, you know, open the MT4, get the system, understand it, and then when you have an alarm beeping for the entry, you just go and then take the entry in FXCM platform. You can do that as well. All right. So this is it for now. I had to explain this, so the video is a little long, but it's a good knowledge in this video if you can understand. All right. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will take. See what happened? See what happened now? It opened just like, you know, it opened the trade right here, or automatically. You see the trade is open, the SL is in place. So I was talking to you, and this will happen. Pound-AUD. This is pound-AUD, yeah, and then EUR-AUD probably gonna do the same, right? So that's what I'm saying, that, you know, maybe some other trades open already while I'm making this video, and I don't even know, and I don't care. But let me go now, so I can just take care of everything and see what's happening here, right? So once this thing, maybe like here, 84.11, this SL line, it will come here and sit here, boom, it will come down here immediately. SL move to break even, and then after that, if it drops all the way down here, I'm in the money. If not, boom, it will hit my SL. Bye bye. No loss, no gain, right? If it goes right now, it goes against me, then yes, I will lose like 24 pip. All right. So I'm going to show you what happened to this trade once it happens. All right. Either SL hit or I'm at 82.91. All right. So bye for now, and talk to you guys later. What do I do? Okay, stop recording first.